We have special celebrations for mothers and fathers, and holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas are commonly recognized as days to be spent with family.
But what is a family?
Does family have to involve blood relatives?
Does a family have to include a certain number of generations?
Does a family have to be exclusively made up of humans?
Who is my mother? Who is my brother? All those who gather round Jesus Christ. Spirit-born people, born from the gospel, sit at the table round Jesus Christ.
Listen now to some different stories of family.
My parents keep asking me when I'm gonna settle down and start my family. It's funny though, I always thought of my parents and brother and sisters as my family. Why do I have to start a new one when I already have one?
When I came out as lesbian, my parents were upset because I'm an only child and they thought this meant they couldn't have grandkids. Apparently, they forgot that adoption is an option. My partner and I have 2 lovely children, and I love my family.
I don't really get along with my family. Yeah, we're related, and I'm not going to disown them or anything, but honestly, I think my group of friends is more like a family than that dysfunctional mess.
I don't want a family. It's a little weird, I know. I'm female. Aren't women supposed to want children?
I have 2 children from a previous marriage and recently married a woman with no children. We do not plan to have children together, and she loves my kids. This is my family.
On my tax forms, I say I live alone, but really, my house is chock full of lives. A dog, 4 cats, and a fish tank. If someone tried to tell me I don't have a family, I would just laugh in their face.
My family added a place setting to our dinner table recently. My mother has moved in with us. It's an adjustment, sure, but this is my family.
My partner and I made a difficult decision not to have children because my family has a history of mental illness. Because it's hereditary, we knew that our children would have a gene that most likely would develop some type of the illness. We have a cat named Milo, who is most definitely part of our family.
As a child, I lived with my parents, but my grandparents really raised me. I slept at Mom and Dad's house, but I spent most of my waking hours before I started school at Grandma's house. So when I say family, I don't just mean the people I live with.
I'm raising 2 children on my own. We've had some rough times, but I wouldn't trade my kids for any other family.
When my spouse and I go out to dinner, we describe ourselves as a family of 2. This gets us a lot of strange looks. But this is my family. Differently abled, differently labeled, widen the circle round Jesus Christ. Crutches and stigmas, cultures and enigmas, all come together round Jesus Christ.
Here now, a reading from Matthew 12, verses 46 through 50.
While Jesus was still speaking to the crowd, his family stood outside wanting to speak with him. Someone said to Jesus,
Your mother and kin are standing outside, and they are anxious to speak with you.
Jesus replied,
Who is my mother?
Who are my kin?
Pointing to the disciples, Jesus said,
This is my family.
Whoever does the will of God in heaven is my sister and brother and mother.
Love will relate us, color or status, can't segregate us round Jesus Christ. Family failings, human derailings, all are accepted round Jesus Christ.
Families come in many shapes and sizes. We don't have to live in nuclear households where there's a husband, a wife, and 2.5 kids.
A family is made up of people who love each other.
Not everyone gets married.
Not everyone has kids.
Not everyone lives in a multi-generational household.
Not everyone counts their blood relatives as their family or as their only family.
Not everyone has pets.
But we come together as Christ's family here, and we come together as families whenever we call it that.
Today, we celebrate all our families and we recommit to live together as God's family.
This
is
is
our
our
family.
family.
Bound by one vision, but for one mission, we claim each other round Jesus Christ.